My name is Georgina Alinafe George.
Alinafe is her common name. It means God is with us. But to her, the name gives no real hope worth the meaning. Born in a family of 3, on 25th December 1984, Georgina's parents divorced in 1988 because of the torturous behavior of her father. Her mother, Philomena, went through numerous challenges in finding means of supporting her family, and this forced her into brewing cachasu, a cheap traditional beer commonly consumed by the low-income citizens in the society. Georgina later went to Ludzi Girls Primary School using money realized from the sales of the beer, which she personally assisted her mother in production and selling of the liquor, though at a very tender age. She was a star in a school and usually won Best Student Awards, from which she got notebooks, pencils, and even school bags from the school management. Succumbing to cervical cancer, her mother died in the year 2000, and it was after this death that Georgina was forced by her uncles to get married or leave the village.
Because my uncle, the guardian in my family, was not supportive to education, they forced me to get married so that I should get away from them.
Georgina had always wanted to go back to school, but the husband could not let her fulfill her desire. The husband was so abusive to her and always lived a risky life, including having numerous sexual partners. To a young woman like Georgina, the bondage was too much for her, so much so that she had always wanted to take her own life. But by being a star at her former primary school, little did she know that one day she would be traced by well-wishers who would lead her to the caring hands of the Malawi government Ministry of Gender, Children, Disability and Social Welfare, a thing which changed her life for the better. Realizing that most abuse and violence related to the girl child happen in the village, the government of Malawi works in collaboration with traditional leaders to end such acts. Senior Chief Kachindamoto is one of them and has been influential in bringing girls back to school from forced teenage marriages. She and her subjects have deliberately formulated bylaws that forbid forced teenage marriages and also allows traditional leaders to be punished in defiance of the orders. But $1 million question is, how did the chief start this noble task, which is like a taboo in some cultures?
It was the time when I go around to see my nephew. Then when I go around, I see a girl with a baby girl in her lap, crying. Then I tried to ask her that, will you please take this girl and give it to her mother? Then she said, no, she's my daughter. It's your daughter. Yes, how old are you? I said, I'm 13 years old. Who is the father of this baby? Then she pointed the boy playing football. He was also young. Then I called that boy to come and I asked him how many years. He said, I'm 14. I was very, very annoyed. So from that time, I tried my best to call all the groups. We said ADC, Area Development Committee, which we sit together and discuss things. Then I tried to explain to them that, please, this thing must be stopped.
The nation commends the chief for this change of a new lease of life in the girls by bringing them back to school. But one challenge remains unsolved, and that's where to get the school fees.
Right now, the number is 175 children who have no school fees. So we tried to talk to the headmasters in the secondary schools that please keep these children. When we have money, then we will pay something. We said go back to school, but because of school fees, they just stay at home. But because
it is not a secret that more girls in the likes of Georgina are left without hope and exposed to bad cultural practices and sometimes bad parental care. As for Georgina, she can count herself lucky but calls for assistance to similar abused girls who she thinks have worse stories than hers.
I'm not the only one. There are also some girls and women which have got their problems which are worse more than I myself. So we are inviting all those people with good wills to assist Malawi so that the rest of the vulnerable women and girls should be accommodated by the government and being empowered as I've been. Long at last, I'm happy because I'm a survivor of gender-based violence.
It is everyone's hope to see total elimination of forced teenage marriages and educate all girls in Malawi, as we believe that educating the girl child is educating the nation.
Musa temele manjana masi